Hi, it's Rebecca Sullivan of Lewisville Family Counseling. We are going to read Chapter 38 of Just One Thing, Developing a Beta Brain One Simple Practice at a Time by Dr. Rick Hansen. So Chapter 38 is called Don't Be Alarmed. The nervous system has been evolving for about 600 million years. During this time, creatures, worms, crabs, lizards, rats, monkeys, hominids, humans that were real mellow, watching the sunlight on the leaves, getting all zen, absorbed in inner peace, and then chomp. They got eaten because they didn't notice the shadow overhead or the crackle of the twigs nearby. The ones that survived to pass on their genes were fearful and vigilant, and we are their great-great-grandchildren, bred to be afraid. Even though we've come a long way from the Serengeti, we're still quick to feel unsettled in any situation that seems the least bit threatening. Not enough time to get your emails, more news of a struggling economy, no call after 2 days from someone you've started dating, and so on. Even if the situations you're in are reasonably good, there are other innate sources of alarm rooted in our biology. Basically, to survive, animals, including us, must continually try to separate themselves from the world, stabilize many dynamic systems in the body, mind, relationships, and environment, get rewards, and avoid harms. But here's the problem. Each of these strategies flies in the face of facts of existence. Everything is connected to everything else, so it's impossible to fundamentally separate yourself and your world. Everything changes, so it's impossible to keep things stable in the mind, body, relationships, and environment. Rewards are fleeting, costly, or unattainable, and some harms are inevitable, so it's impossible to hold on to pleasure forever and totally escape pain. Alarms sound whenever one of these strategies runs into trouble, which is many times a day because of the contradictions between nature of existence and what we must do to survive. Alarms below awareness create backgrounds of unease, irritability, caution, and pessimism. The ones you're consciously aware of are emotionally and often physically uncomfortable, such as anxiety, anger, and pain. Don't underestimate the amount of background alarm in your body and mind. It's hardwired and relentless, inherent in the collision between the needs of life and the realities of existence. While this alarmism has been a great strategy for keeping creatures alive to pass on their genes, it's not so good for your health, well-being, relationships, or ambitions. Threat signals are usually way out of proportion to what is actually happening. They make you pull in your wings and play safe and small and cling tighter to us and fear them. At the level of groups and nations, our vulnerability to alarm makes us easy to manipulate with fear. Yes, deal with real threats, real harms, but enough with all these false alarms. How do we do this? Take a stand for yourself. I'm tired of being needlessly afraid. Consider the price you've overpaid over the years due to false alarms. The running for cover, the muzzling of self-expression, the abandonment of important longings and aspirations. Try to be more aware of the sense of alarm, such as tightening in your chest or face, a sinking feeling in your stomach, a sense of being off balance, or an increase in scanning or guardedness. Then recognize that many alarm signals are actually not signals at all. They're just unpleasant noise, meaningless, like a car alarm that won't stop blapping. Obviously, deal with real alarms, but as for the ones that are exaggerated or entirely bogus, don't react to the alarms with an alarm. Accept that bad things sometimes happen. There are uncertainties. Planes do occasionally crash. Nice people get hit by drunk drivers. We just have to live with the fact that we can't dodge all the bullets. When you come to peace with this, you stop trying to control, out of alarm, the things that you can't. Keep helping your body feel less alarmed. I imagine my inner iguana lodged in the most ancient and fearful structures of the brainstem, and gently stroke its belly, soothing and settling it so it relaxes like a lizard on a warm rock. The same with my inner rat or monkey or caveman, continually softening and opening the body, breathing fully and letting go, sensing strength and resolve inside. Alarms may clang, but your awareness and intentions are much larger. Like the sky dwarfing clouds, in effect, alarms and fear are held in space of fearlessness. You see this zigzaggy up and down world clearly, and you are at peace with it. Try to return to this open-hearted fearlessness again and again throughout your day. What great words to try to help us to think of the things that we need to focus on and the things that maybe we feel alarmed by, especially right now in this time of increased stress, not only in our communities, but across the state, across the United States, across the globe. There's just so much going on, and sometimes we have to come back, focus, calm ourselves down, and think, what is it that I can control, and what is really something that is alarming right now? I'll see you next week.